Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my Paralive. We are officially down to 8 days until Paralyze comes out. I cannot wait. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. Um, to get me ready and bid time while I wait, I decided to go back and watch some old videos. So I found this one from 5 years ago, all about Sebastian. And one thing that really caught my eye is just the fact that it had a grooming feature and it looked like you didn't have to go into create a para to actually access this feature, which to me is completely game changer. So in this video, he basically just clicked on the mirror and you can see all these different features that you're able to change while still in live mode, it seems. So you had the option, for changing his hair, even his clothes. It was crazy. Like, I didn't think that you would be able to change clothes. I'm not sure if it's just his undershirt or if it would be for any clothing items that you have. But I just thought this system was really interesting. And I'm curious to see if this is a feature that actually stayed around. Because, like I said, this video came out 5 years ago. So I wonder if they kept this feature or if they ended up scrapping it. And if they did keep the feature, I'm very curious if this will be available within early access. I think it'd be really cool if so, just because loading screens can definitely take you out from the immersion quite a lot. And so to be able to completely change, the way that your Sim's facial hair looks or eye color or makeup, like I see at the bottom, there's even like makeup and tattoos directly from the mirror seems crazy without actually having to go back into Create a Para. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think that this is going to be available or not? For me, the reason why it stood out is because the game that I'm mostly coming from is Sims, especially Sims 4. That's the one that I've played the most. And in Sims 4, it's a completely different system. You usually have to go into cast to change anything, especially if you only have base game. So if you only have base game, you have to go into cast to make any changes, especially like tattoos and clothes and makeup. There are a couple things that you're able to change within cast with Sims. One is if you have high school years, you can actually change their facial hair. So you can choose like the way that it looks. You do have to start it out in Create a Sim, but you can press like enable hair growth, and over time their hair will grow. And whenever you go to a mirror, you only really get a couple options. So you can get it to shave to their preferred length, which you do have to again set up in Create a Sim. And then you can also choose to just completely shave their hair off. And again, this is not a base feature. So this is something that came with high school years. Also, with high school years, they had the feature for body hair. So you would be able to change like what body hair that they have. And then in game, like without going in, you can shave it completely off or just shave it down to whatever their preference was set to, which it seems like it's going to be quite a different experience in Paralyzed because it doesn't seem like you have to go into Paramaker, which would be so much easier. I just think it doesn't break the immersion quite the same. I know that with one of the packs, with tattoos, it's kind of a similar system. And then as far as clothing, so I couldn't tell with the Paralyze if it's only going to be your undershirt or not. But for clothing, again, you mostly have to go into cast unless you have certain expansions. High school years has this like Trinity option where if you buy clothes from there, you're able to change into them without going back into cast. But it kind of looks like you don't have to do that with Paralyze. It seems like you would just be able to select from the menu, or like after you click on the mirror, you'll have like the different options. Though in the video, you can only see the one option, so it wasn't super clear. It was like either have a shirt or not, so it wasn't super clear if it was just the undershirt or not. But if you're able to change anything, I think that's going to be really interesting just because it would mean that, right after jump, you would be able to change it. So I'm curious, do you guys think that they kept that feature from 5 years ago, or do you think that it's going to be something that they